Good evening to all respected members of the management team of Ansos Maga Holding. I'd like to welcome everyone and get the meeting started. I am Dayang Lenana Suha binti Awang Halim as the chairperson and chief executive officer of Ansos Maga Holding. It gives me great pleasure to greet each and every one of you here today. The mental health of employees in the workplace is going to be the main focus of our meeting today. Before we get started with the meeting's agenda, let's take a quick moment to make some introductions to Ansos Maga Holdings team members that are in this meeting. Firstly, I would like to introduce to all our Secretary of Ansos Maga Holding, that is Mr. Muhammad Nur Adam bin Muhammad Sofi. Furthermore, the next meeting member is Miss Wafi Shakira binti Abdullah, that is our Head of Finance. Meanwhile, Mr. Muhammad Shamim Ikhwan bin Kamarul Azman as Ansos Maga Holdings Head of Human Resources. Last but not least, I would like to introduce our administrator, that is Mr. Muhammad Irfan Zikri bin Muhammad Juraidi. Without further ado, let's start today's meeting. So, mental health is an important workplace concern that is frequently ignored. It can influence individuals as well as teams, causing stress, exhaustion, helplessness, and difficulties focusing on those affected by it. Unfortunately, the stigma that is sometimes linked to mental illness can prevent people from seeking treatment when they really need it. As leaders, it is our responsibility to make the physical and emotional health of our employees as a top priority and to cultivate a constructive working environment for them. Failure to do so can lead to low morale and reduced productivity. So let's move on to the primary topic of the present meeting. I would like to ask each member of the management team to provide 3 ideas, suggestions, or potential solutions that may help us in developing a more pleasant and productive culture and working environment. I would welcome the first team member to contribute suggestions on this matter, that is Ms. Wafi Shakira.
Thank you, our chairperson. Hi and greetings. My name is Wafi Shakira, and I am the head of the finance department. As for today's meeting, since we are talking about mental health issue and how important it is for us to take care of our well-being, I suggest that we do a 4 days work week. It is known that a 4 days work week could reduce work stress and burnout as the workers have extra personal care time and hours to socialize with friends and family. There are many more benefits for the employees in resulting to increased productivity and motivation in workplace. An experiment had been done in few countries such as Iceland, UK, and Japan. It is known to be a success, so why don't we give it a try? Thank you. That's all from me.
I want to express my gratitude to you, Ms. Wafi Shakira, for your bright suggestion. Let's have a deeper conversation about it and investigate the several ways that it could be implemented at Ensos Mega Holding. In what ways do you think this approach is going to improve the mental health of our employees as well as their overall being?
All right, thank you for the question. This is just my humble opinion. It can improve the employees' mental well being as we are giving them a work life balance. Imagine 3 days off from work, 1 day to only just to recover from the tiredness from working, and one day to run errands that they could not do since they are working from 9 to 5, and one more day for a day off with their loved one. Isn't that a good idea to implement? However, we are still an employer. This does not only provide benefits to the employees, but to us, the employer. Like I mentioned previously, Japan is one of the countries that implemented 4 days work week. And the companies that implemented it, their threshold increases for about 10% a year. And it was their first time implementing it. Isn't that a good enough reason for us to implement the same thing? Well, with this benefit, we could attract more people to work with us, and who knows, our company might strive in no time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wafi, for the excellent answer. Next, I welcome the next team member, that is Mr. Ifan, to give us more suggestion on the current meeting issue.
Hi and good morning everyone. My name is Muhammad Irfan Zikri as admin in our company. Now it's my turn to share about my suggestion what to improve in our office environment for healthy mental health among our worker. For me, the best method that can be done is to create a spacious space in our office for employees to rest in a more relaxed and calm condition. A relaxation area is a space in office in which people can take a break and recharge their batteries. These are provided a full range of comfort after spending the entire day in front of computer without ever losing concentration doing their work. This area can be exchanged with bookshelf, a snack area, a stereo for listening to music, and even a TV for a moment of distraction. With this space, the benefit obtained are that employees will be more focused and calm to continue to do their work and help increase our company productivity. And happy employee is a productive employee. Thank you.
Excellent idea, Mr. Ivan Jigri. It helps us move closer to our objective of making the office a healthier environment. Would you be able to describe any possible challenges or resources that will be needed to successfully implement this solution?
Thank you for the question. Yes, everything has its own obstacle. For my suggestion about the relax room, the main obstacle faced is from the financial aspect. This because we need a lot of cost to provide such a place. In addition, the company also need to be prepared to provide a special space and may need to vacate certain place within the company to realize the plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ivan, for the answer. Next, I would welcome the next team member, that is Mr. Shamim, to give more suggestions on the current meeting issues.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I am Muhammad Shamim Ikwan bin Kamaru Azman. As the head of Human Resource, we would like to suggest an idea to help our employees' mental health. My suggestion is we could be more flexible in our working style, like when, where, and how we could done our works. According to a survey in 2021, 34% of employees say that flexible hours of working will help their mental health. So, our company could try to implement a hybrid working style, like be online, be at the office, or we could create a working room at the office. Another important point from the survey that I get is 37% of the 37% of them want to work from home permanently. So by making a hybrid working hours, we could at least create a happy smile for like 37% of our employees' faces. Another survey in October 2021 from Gallup that say that 54% of employees want to divide their time between works and family time. So by giving the employees more flexible time, they could have more free time with family, could lessen their pressure in work because they don't really engage in the working hours like usual. Thank you.
Shamim, your solution is well considered and addresses a critical aspect of mental health. Well, could you please elaborate on how we may evaluate the success of this solution and how effective it has been?
Thank you. Like I said before, 37% of them want to work from home. 54% of them want more time with family. So that is a lot of percentage of happy face we could create if we accept to implement a hybrid working style. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mama Shamim. So now, I would like to thank all of you for your insightful suggestions. Each idea clearly brings different benefits to the table. Before implementing any solutions, we as management team must thoroughly assess their accessibility, possible impact, and also alignment with our corporate values. I encourage everyone in this meeting to think about these proposals and solicit more feedback from our employees so that we can make educated decisions. I'm sorry. So now, without further ado, We will start voting on suggestions that can help Ansos Mega Holding to create a healthier and more positive working environment and culture. Our first suggestion was from Wafi Shakira. She suggested on implementing a 4-day work week. For those who agree with this suggestion, please raise your hands. For those who object, you are welcome to speak up now.
Miss Dayang, I would like to agree with Wafi idea because as a secretary, when we work 4 days a week, it will give us enough day to rest and enjoy our family time. It really can increase our motivation to go works next day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Adam, and thank you all for the votes. We have come to a decision where all agree with the suggested idea by Wafi. So next suggestion is from Irfan Zikri, that is on creating a special space in our office for employees to rest in a more relaxed and calm condition. Just like before, for those who agree with this suggestion, please raise your hands. For those who object, you are welcome to speak up now.
Thank you, Miss Dayang. Mr. Ifan, is there any specific budget? Do we need a lot of money on it?
Thanks for the question, Mr. Adam. It is roughly around RM 5,000 to 8,000 ringgit. Now, it is only in the planning phase, and if the suggestion is accepted, a more true paper on the budget will be prepared to obtain a more accurate amount of budget to realize this idea. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ifan. Actually, Mr. Ifan idea was really good. Even though it need a lot of money on it, but it's really a great idea. I can relax in that room to release my stress. Thank you, Mr. Ifan.
Okay, thank you all for the votes and also the questions. Thank you, Mr. Ifan. So we have come to a decision where all agree with the suggested idea by Ifan. Furthermore, into today's suggestions on creating suggestions that may help, Ansos Magaholding to create a healthier and more positive working environment and culture would be Shamim's idea that is flexible working style. For those who agree with this suggestion, please raise up your hands. For those who object, you are welcome to speak up now.
I'm sorry, but I have to object with Mr. Shamin's idea because even though he suggested a flexible working style, it does not mean they will have a work life balance. I know they could do their work and still be on a vacation with their family, but let's be honest here. They would focus more on their work and it could deprive them from a meaningful family time or a peaceful day off from work. Um, we we are talking about mental health here, so we don't want to deprive them from that. That is just my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, Wafi.
Mr. Shamim, as a head of human resources, how will you determine the salary for the workers who works in the office and workers who not in the office? Do you think it's fair?
Thank you, Mr. Adam. For me, the payment should be the same and it will be fair. Just like how Wafi's idea on working only 4 days a week, working online is better for me because the working time will be the same like before, but it is be more flexible, so it should be fair.
Thank you, Mr. Shamin. It's a great idea, but for me, working flexibility will make us lazy and not focus on our work. Also, not all of our workers works on the desk. We actually need to see our client. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the questions and thank you, Mr. Shamim, for the answers. Is there any objections from the other team members? Okay, so thank you for all the votes. With majority of the team member that objected Shamim's suggestion, with apologies, Shamim's idea is rejected. This is because, from my point of view, the idea is not suitable for our company as it would be a problem to our existing schedule, and online is not an ideal solution for our company as our company needs to deal with clients face to face. Finally, I'd want to highlight Ansos Mega Holdings' passion to creating a healthier and more positive work environment. We address the problems that our employees face with their mental health and put into practice effective solutions in order to not only support them but also increase their productivity and overall well being. As the chairperson and with my power to determine suggestions on today's meeting issue, with that, I would like to accept suggestions from Wafi and also Irfan to be implemented in our company. This is because Wafi's suggestion is relevant towards today's working environment. Also, for Irfan's idea would be helpful towards the company's employees as it could reduce their stress. Both Irfan and Wafi, please create a complete plan for the process of execution. Thank you all for your valuable contributions today. Let's work together to create an environment where mental wellness is prioritized and our employees thrive. Our next meeting will focus on progress updates and further steps to promote a positive working culture. Until then, keep the conversation going and let's make a difference. Meeting adjourned.